Thanksgiving is almost here. From yesterday, it's only 2 weeks away. And I was thinking about the table, and I was thinking about the house and the whole love where you live thing. If you've got young kids coming over, or if you have young kids in your house, or grandkids coming over, make a little art table for them. I personally love buying printer paper that's heavyweight, like 28 pounds, just buy a big stack of it. Just keep it at your house. It's just a fun way to, and new art supplies, fresh. You know I like these markers. Crayons with points. Not just a big box of nubs of crayons, but buying like fun new crayons. Butcher paper. Butcher paper now comes in white, and I love the fact that instead of the craft paper, you can tape that around a card table or a little kid's table. Have them decorate it like it's a tablecloth. That's kind of fun. Have them make place cards for the table. I mentioned place cards a couple weeks ago out of index cards. I am also going to refer to index cards here in a second too. So that's fun. It keeps them busy. Adults can talk. It's a good time. The other thing I have to say is about setting the table, getting the table ready. And I was thinking about this, and every once in a while I see pictures online, or somebody see pictures, and I see a table set, and I'm like, doesn't everybody know that the fork goes on the left? Now if you don't, you just don't know that, okay? But the fork does go on the left. And the knife with the blade in to the plate, and then the spoon after that. Super important if you've got little kids to teach them that early on. How do you set a table? What does a place setting look like? Even if you have the butcher paper, you draw what a place setting looks like so they can put the fork in the spot. They can put the knife, they can put the spoon. There's something about learning how to do that and knowing how to do that, not just for girls, for everybody. Boys should know how to set a table. I remember being in college. This has to do with manners, which I'm getting into here in a second. And I remember the girls made a bunch of like nice food for a bunch of guys. And I remember one of the guys went and got his dessert in the kitchen, came out, and by the time we all came out to the table, he was already done with his. He didn't wait for the other people to start. And you go, well, big deal. That's not a big deal, whatever. Nice manners are important. So think about that at Thanksgiving if you're going to someone's house, or if people are coming to your house, or it's something you want to teach the kids. Nice manners are nice. I remember this book when I was growing up called The Goops and How to Be Them. I gotta get a copy of that. I just have to have a copy of that on my shelf. But it was the goops, they licked their fingers. The goops, they licked their lives. The goops, they lived disgusting lives. Whatever that, but it was funny. It got the point across. Manners. Speaking of manners too, my friends love the story, but when I was little, and maybe not even that little, and would start talking too much at the table, and I'd maybe go into like a TV show I liked, maybe a dream, something like that, my mom would always knock my leg under the table and do this little thing. She'd go, NGI. NGI meant not of general interest. And I've had friends like, oh my gosh, I use that all the time. I use that, NGI, not. So you might want to also teach kids too about, you know, I still think it's interesting. It hasn't damaged me too much, but what to share, what not to share kind of thing, you know? It falls under manners. But anyway, big thing that my family used to do every single year. I don't even know where my mother got this game, but we love it. We do it with our family too. This has to do with index cards, why I'm holding them. We play every Thanksgiving. It has to be Thanksgiving, not Christmas. We play 3 Things You Want for Christmas, Sky's the Limit. It's not world peace. It's not a real serious game in that way. It's just 3 things you want for Christmas, sky's the limit, because what she always claims is sometimes people have gotten what's on that list, but you don't put your name on it. And when you're done with the 3 things you want, sky's the limit, on here, on the back, you write 1 thing you're thankful for. And these cards would be in a basket. They'd be passed down to my dad at the end of dinner. And he would read each one, and the people all around the table would try and guess who it was. We still play it. It is fun and it is funny. And one thing I like about it too, if you're in a mixed group of people you don't know that well, if you're going to someone's house, you can even bring this game, whatever, is it keeps people like I pass out the cards like when people get there, because that way it kind of gives them something to do and they're thinking about it. Don't give it to them right at the table. Just while everybody's mingling and hanging out, whatever, then give them the card to do that. So 3 things you want, sky's the limit, is a fun little activity to do at the table. We've had a lot of laughs with that over the years with the different age groups. It's pretty funny. And I was thinking this week about, and this could have to do with Thanksgiving too, but I was thinking about when you're thinking something nice about someone, because this happened to me the other day. I was thinking something nice about, I was standing in line at a store, and this lady behind the checkout was checking people out and helping me. So I was standing there for a while, and I was staring at her. I was staring at the color of her sweater, because my thoughts were actually, it was the most beautiful color of turquoise, kind of light aqua. And I was sitting there thinking, I hope that's the color of my pool. This is the water. That's the color of the water of the pool. But it's such a pretty color. And I get up there and, you know, I could have just gotten my stuff checked out or whatever. But I'm like, tell her that. Tell her that. And I said, you know what? That is a beautiful color sweater. And she said, oh, you know, thank you. And she was so kind of surprised that I said it. And I went back to that thing in my head where I went, when you're thinking something nice about someone, say it. When you're thinking something not nice, don't say it. When you're thinking something nice, say it. She just was shocked, like, oh, I just made her day or something. And I'm like, oh, the other day I was getting my nails done. I look over at the lady next to me and I go, what color is that? I really like that color. And she said, thank you. And the name of the color is a color I've used before. And we struck up a conversation. I'm like, what's your name? She said, Sherry. I said, hi, Sherry. I'm Pam. Be nice to people. Life is short. Be nice to people. And you never know what kind of day they've had. But I know when somebody said something nice to me, I'm like, oh, you do. You kind of go, oh, thank you. Why, thank you. All right. I'm going to end on this. I did something today that I haven't done in a long time, and it's very much not me, but I've mentioned that we've been working out. And this morning I said, you know what? This week I should say, I said to my husband, I'm going to swim. I'm going to do laps. I'm going to do laps at the pool. Because we go to the Y. And Y is very nice. And let me encourage you. Listen, I'm not a huge exercise person, but it's really been good. And I'm like, I'm going to swim. So today, and the other thing too is I didn't have a one piece. Yeah. So yeah, bringing a bikini to, no, that's just a no. So I had to purchase a one piece, which I did, bathing suit, and I swam laps this morning. And as I was swimming, I was thinking, there's just something funny about this, but I was thinking, it's something new. I'm doing something new that I don't normally do. And I thought about my question for Friday Favorites. What is something new you have done, or even in the past year? Like I told you, I learned to work a difficult, look, I can't come up with the word. I can't even come up with that word. Finagled, whatever, camera. Complicated camera. But I was thinking, just change it up. Do something new. And then you kind of sit back and go, ooh, I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. So, my question is, what have you done or are planning to do something new that you don't normally do, but you're glad you did it? So that is my question. Have a fantastic weekend. Pool update is the plaster goes in, I think Monday or Tuesday, and then the water right after that, like the day after or something. So I'm excited about that. Have a fantastic weekend and get ready for Thanksgiving, because we all have a lot to be thankful for.